and welcome to My Happy Path Online Yoga Studio. Thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Shanie Matthews. Please make your way onto your back. Let your feet come to touch. Let the spine grow long. And close the eyes, placing the hands on the hips. Start to bring your full attention, your full awareness to the breath. Letting the breath start to grow in quality and length. Feel into how that breath is starting to let you ground and center. Feeling the hips sinking deeper into your mat. The shoulder blades sinking deeper into the mat. The back of the head sinking deeper into the mat. Allow your breath to start to grow in length, bringing it to a beautiful, nurturing 4-count inhalation and exhalation. My intention for today's class is to bring awareness to something in our lives that is holding us back from being our best, our truest, most highest potential. Take a moment now to think of a place in your life that is holding you back. Breathe into that place, and with acknowledgement for the lessons that it has given you, let it go. Quoting an unknown source, time is like a river. You cannot touch the same water twice, because the flow that has passed will never pass again. Allow that which is holding you back to be given to the river so that you may flow with more grace and more ease in life. Take the next few moments now in Supine Baddha Konasana to deepen that connection with the breath while letting go of that which holds you back from being your highest potential. Connecting in with that 4-2 ratio breath, the inhale and the exhale, growing to that full 4 count, creating the slight pause between the breaths. Letting it deepen your connection with your intention. 2 more breaths here. And at the end of your next exhale, go ahead and pull the knees into the chest. Placing the hands on the knees, start to draw the knees in circles. Let the knees become large circles if that feels good to you. Or let the circles be little teeny round bubbles of love, whichever feels best for you. Or maybe mixing up the size of the circle. Feel into what your body needs. Maybe letting the circles reverse themselves. Connecting in with the hips, the lower back. 5 more breaths here. Feeling into where in that circle for you, your body needs a little extra attention, a little extra love. At the end of your next exhale, let the legs spread wide, pulling the knees towards the armpits, cleansing the kidneys, feeling the spine drawing long while the pelvis melts into the mat. Feel yourself grounding, feeling the inner quadriceps opening up, inner thighs, inner hips, opening up, releasing emotions, stress, frustration, irritation that we hold in the hips. A place that stores so much of our life for us until we're ready to let it go. Let your breath heal you from the inside out, letting it go as you wiggle those hips from side to side, feeling how it opens up that lower back. One more breath here. And then drawing the knees together. Stack the knees on top of the hips. Legs are in a 90-degree. Spine long. Inhaling. Exhale. Knees floating on over to the right side. Creating that long spine once again on the inhale. Exhale, twisting deeper. Keeping the shoulder blades glued to the mat. Eyes closed. 3 breaths here in supine twist. One more loving, kind breath. And exhale, bringing the knees back to center. Shaking the knees from side to side and then stacking the knees on top of the hips, legs coming into a 90 degrees. Inhale, spine long. Exhale, spine stays long as the knees drift on over to the left side. Inhale and exhale, twisting deeper. 3 breaths here. One more loving, kind breath. And then exhale, bringing the knees back to center. Allowing the feet to come to the mat. Let the knees stay high. Stacking the left foot on top of the right knee. Left ankle is squarely on the quadricep, a little below the knee. Pull that right knee towards you. Interlacing the fingers behind the hamstring, engaging energetically the feet so that the toes are pulling in towards you. Feel how your spine lengthens on that inhale, pelvis grounding into the mat. Exhale, pull the right knee towards the belly, cleansing the lower intestine, cleansing the upper intestine. Flushing the tummy, breathing into the hips, letting go of that which holds you back. 3 more breaths here. Relaxing the facial features, relaxing the eyes. At the end of your next exhale, letting that right foot come to the mat. Left leg extends long, placing the hands behind the hamstring on the left side, maybe the calf, or maybe bringing that left hand to the left foot. Feel your pelvis grounding into the mat, and then exhale, pull that left foot towards you. Oh yeah, feeling that opening occurring on the left leg. Left hamstring, left calf. Inhale, lengthening the leg. Exhale, pulling the left leg in. 2 more breaths. And exhale. Letting that left knee come in towards the belly. Half happy baby pose. Opening up that right knee. So you're kind of doing a half supine Baddha Konasana, half happy baby pose. That left hand can be either on the left ankle or on the outside of the left foot. And wiggle the hips from side to side. Maybe feeling a slight massage feeling to come into that left hip area, left lower back. 2 more breaths here. Maybe be pressing those toes so the ball of the foot is getting a little extra stretch. 1 more breath. And then letting the left foot go. Coming into supine Baddha Konasana 1 more time. Placing the hands in the crease of the hips where the thighs meet the hips. Press those legs away from you, creating some extension. Extending that spine long. Feeling the length you're giving your spinal column as well as the hips. 1 more breath here. Exhale, coming to rest. Feeling into the shifts you've created for yourself. Exhale, feet come to flat on the mat. Right ankle on top of the left knee. Pulling the left knee towards the belly, interlacing the fingers behind the left hamstring. Hands can always come to the shin too if you'd like a little bit stronger stretch within the hips. Engage those feet. Feel the spine long. Shoulder blades glued to the mat. Inhale fully and completely. Feel that belly pressing into the hips as the lungs expand. Exhale, draw that left knee in towards the belly. Flushing the intestines, the tummy. Cervical spine stays long. 3 breaths here. One more breath. And then letting that left foot come on down to the mat. Straightening the right leg long. Placing the hands behind the hamstring, the calf, or maybe the right hand to the right foot. Inhale that leg really long and then express that leg towards you. Feeling the extension. Feeling the love in the back of that right leg. 3 more breaths here. Relaxing the face. Beautiful. Letting that right knee bend, pulling the right foot towards you to come into half happy baby pose. That left knee opening wide, half supine Baddha Konasana on the left side, rocking back and forth, giving the right hip a little massage. Keeping that loving connection with the deep 4-2 ratio breath. Two more breaths here. And then drawing the knees into center. Let the hands come behind the hamstrings and rock on up. One vertebra at a time. Coming into a seated position. Lengthening the legs long on your mat. Pull the flesh out from underneath your pelvis So you can really feel the pelvis bones grounding into the mat, pulling the toes towards the hips, but you don't want to raise the feet off the mat. Instead, engage those heels into the mat, keeping your quadriceps circling inward, feeling that grounding sensation coming up the spine, relaxing the eyes, relaxing the face. Inhale, hands towards the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Keeping the spine long. Exhale, fold a little deeper. 3 more breaths here. Inhaling. And exhaling. Inhaling. And exhaling. Breathing into your hips here. Touching in with the fluidity of your life. And where your life is ready to let go of something that is stopping you from connecting in with your highest potential. 4 more breaths here. One more breath. And then exhale, slowly make your way back on up with a flat back. Coming into log pose. Either stack your shins on top of each other or let one shin come in front of the other. Either way, you're going to get the opening effects to come into the hips, which is what is important. No challenge on keeping it the hardest it can be, letting that challenge go. Instead, just breathing into yourself and creating that kind-hearted, loving connection with self. Finding the pose that's best for you. Elongate that spine super long. And then exhale, folding forward, keeping the length within the spine. Inhale, a little bit more length, and then exhale, fold forward. 3 more breaths here. One more breath. So yummy. Come on back on up at the end of your exhale. Let the legs lengthen in the air, shaking the legs out. Oh yeah. And then reverse your pose, stacking the other ankle on top of the other knee, or bringing that shin in front of the other leg. Inhale, the spine super long. Exhale, bowing forward. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, bowing into yourself with that loving gratitude. A few more breaths here. At the end of your next exhale, come on up. Drawing the knees into the chest. Let yourself rock back on to the mat, coming into a flat back. Coming into Shavasana, letting the legs draw long. Feet wider than hip width apart. Hands wider than shoulder width apart. Let yourself drop in to this beautiful gift you're giving yourself. Allow yourself to drop deeper into Shavasana. Feeling yourself sink deeper with every cell of the body and every space between. One more time, connect in with that intention you have created for yourself today. With the deepest of love and appreciation. Thank you so much for coming to your mat, letting go of that which is no longer needed, and connecting in with your highest potential. In love and light to you. Namaste.